Yo, what is up? It's Rodney, my Moto. Today I'm going over my Honda bike build. We call it a Honda Baja Ripper. I'm pretty much set up for Baja. I'm going to go over all these parts that I have, all the best aftermarket solutions for the Honda 450 RL. This is a 22 Honda 450 RL, 4-stroke, liquid cooled, all the normals, dual sport plated. Let's just get into all the parts. I'll probably say this a couple times. You can get all this stuff at Moto. I'll put links in the description to all this stuff. And we'll just start at the front. On the tire here, I got a Moto Tractionator Enduro ST. Pretty much stock rotor, stock brakes. Everything's normal on there. Stock wheels. I am running a rim lock on the front. I run tubes. I'm running the heavy duty Motos tubes right now. Got wheel weights balance out for the rim lock. That's pretty much it. On the forks, I got fork shrink wraps. The Showa, kind of cool looking with the gold. It gives you a little protection. It's nothing heavy duty protection, just stopping nicks and stuff. But you can see here I have what we call the rally brake guide. And it's two pieces right here. And basically it holds the brake line and the speedo line. Pushes it out a little bit there. So all your flex comes here instead of on the top like it normally does. And you can see here I just run it up and I just have it zip tied down. So all that stuff stays out of the way of like any GPSs or anything that's on top there. Pretty good, pretty cool. I'm testing it still, it's in testing, but all your flex is right here. Pretty cool little setup. Moto has them on the KTM, so we're moving it to the Hondas. But yeah, I might work on this a little bit, trim it up a little bit, but just took that hard plastic stuff off and clamped it down. Cool, I like it so far. But we're doing testing, we're going to Baja, we'll see how all this stuff works out. Moving on up, I got stock headlights still, but I am running Ruby Moto R4s. And I just got those mounted. I really like these. I like the triangle. People can see me a lot better. Trail riding, I'm good 45, 50 miles an hour, no problem with this. But I like these so far. It's a pretty good setup for me so far. The Cycra hand guards with the flags. I like these. A little bend down here. Keeps it out of the way in your hand. Not too bad. Decent. There's a couple handguard options for Honda on the Moto website. These will be in stock. These are ordered and on the way, so links in the description. I'm doing Rogue grips. These are really nice. They do reduce vibration. Super nice to have. I think these are a must on all bikes. And let's see here. I got the Get SX1 LED switch right here. Running the Get SX1 ECU, which I really like. I like the taco maps on it. I like the performance of it. I like all the features of the Get. This is what I prefer to run. I also have a Peak Design phone holder. I really like this. I switched from the quad lock to this and I like it. I'm running a Ramball there. I also have a Precision damper, and I'll show you this here. This thing's kind of nice. I like, fits down on there and it rotates pretty good. It has a high and a low speed, so it's fairly decent. And I gotta set it down to like a 3 right now, but I kind of like this. This is in testing. We'll see how it goes. These are the BRP mounts for the Honda. I use these because they give you better nuts on here on the bottom to stay out of the way of this ring here for the post. I used other ones, Pro Taper, and they gave too big of nuts and I couldn't use them. I had to switch to these BRPs, but these BRPs are on the website Moto as well. I think this is a good combination, the Pro Taper bars with this BRP mounts and then this Precision damper. Pretty nice. The way I have these Cycras mounted are with these orange ones. That's all I had at the time, but it just mounted to there. And I have my Ruby Motos mounted on these Cycra handlebars with the Cycra bar clamps. Give you a shot of that. That's how I got them mounted up though, and I kind of like that. I like them, like where they're positioned. I like the visibility they give. I like it. And then I do run I'm running the little mirrors here. These, you can't see real far behind you with these mirrors, but you can see like your blind spot or somebody that's right next to you or right behind you. So when you are passing and stuff, it's not an issue. And then I use these posts for mounting cameras. Situation like this here. I have a free one over here that I'll end up using too, but I think that's it as far as the front end goes. Oh, and I have an RSC stunt lever. This is a 2-finger, but I use it like a 1. And I think that's what most riders do, is they'll get these and then they'll get the 2 and run it with a 1 finger basically. Well, I think that's it for the front end. Got an IMS 3-gallon tank. I know IMS came out with a 5.7 gallon, but I think this is ideal for me. Doesn't cramp my riding style or any of that stuff. I really like it. Put all the Samco hoses on in the red. Looking pretty fresh. And I got this carbon fiber wrap to take the heat out. It's pretty cool. I'll put a link to that. I forget what it's called, but I'll put a link to that in the description. It's carbon fiber to keep the heat off the hoses, where it goes real tight right there back by the engine. Running a molecule skid plate. Pretty nice. I like it. It's got good coverage. And Moto uses these a lot. They put them on a lot of the KTMs. It's a good, solid skid plate. The molecule skid plate comes down and gives some protection on the linkage. I have a stock clutch, but I just have a recluse cover on here to give it a little more oil capacity, help it breathe a little bit better. But I'm still like, when I change oil, I just put a cord in. And I got the Fastway foot pegs. It's the EXT version, the extended version. I like this. I don't feel it unless I take a big hit, and then it will save your like Achilles and all that. I like them. Does take some stress out of those heavy hits with your stopping your foot from going way too far back. Enduro riders might not like it, but if you're not hard enduroing, that's the way to go. And I have a Graves full titanium exhaust, the Graves titanium header, and back here to this sexy Graves blue. You can get these colorways. They're silver, black, or the blue here. And the sticker on here, super rad. I like the Graves. I like the build quality. I like the sound. I like the performance. It's pricey, but it's the way to go. And if I didn't have this, I'd probably have a FMF Q4 on. But this is what I prefer. This is what I like. That's what I go with. The Graves. Seat Concepts. This is the standard comfort. This is exclusive for Moto. You can only get this blue color at Moto, so I'll put links in the description. I really like this seat. I ran a Comfort XL, and then I tried this, just the Comfort, and it's not as wide as the XL, but it's just as comfortable, and I prefer this better. I ended up selling my Comfort XL because I really like this. I have this here as my outlet for my heated jacket. It's a 5.5. It's the Moscow Ecotherm version 2. If you don't know what it is, you need to check it out. It's pretty rad. But this gives me power so I can just hook up to my jacket while I'm riding. I'll put links to that in the description. It's not really ideal for summer in Vegas, but it's something that I would use a lot. It's the DID chain. You can get those on. It's 116 links, 520. It's the V3. A lot of people go for the different one, but it's harder to get in the 116 links. So the V3 is just the same and works just as well. And there's no clearance issues or anything like that. So not a problem. And I do have a Tusk shift lever on here, but I'll probably upgrade that here in the future. And let's see back here. I got the BRP chain guide. Pretty nice. I have the Dirt Tricks rear sprocket on the back. I really like Dirt Tricks. They last forever. They look good and they last for almost forever. So pretty cool. And I have a Tusk shark fin as well. I'll probably upgrade that in the future. It'd be nice if STR had some stuff, but not for the Honda right now. On the rear tire, I'm running the Motos Tractionator Desert HT. I really like it. I get a little more life out of it. It has like scoops here, just to shovel some sand. Like, it's good for desert riding, which I'm doing here. I also can't show you, but I have a Steely 7-ounce flywheel weight in there. I really like that. I think the combination between the Steely flywheel weight and the Get SX1 gives like the premier throttle response for any type of riding on the Honda 450 RL. So I'm pretty happy with that and that whole setup. And then I'm just running regular blinkers and lights because I do want to be seen on the road, so I don't take all this stuff off. And these things, they're stock and they're really flexible. They don't really break. It's pretty ideal, I think. And then last but not least, I had Frontline Suspension do my suspension. He revalved it for me, and I didn't really change the springs because I'm in spec for a stock spring, so he did some revalving on it. Basically, I got it revalved because I want it to be a little softer on the bottom of the stroke and then a little stiffer on the top of the stroke, so I can still ride over rocks and stuff without being too harsh, but then I can also hit stuff, bigger stuff at faster speed, and it doesn't like, it's not super soft. So it's soft on the bottom of the stroke, but then as you go up it gets stiffer, and that's what I prefer. And I had the stock suspension set up to where I really liked it, was great, but having this revolve, making it softer on the bottom and then a little stiffer on top is perfect for me. It's perfect for that desert type of riding that I'm doing right now. As far as fuel goes for Baja, like I have 3 gallons here, and then I would carry the 1 gallon fuel bag from Giant Loop, which I don't have on here, but I'll put links to that in the description as well. I don't know, I think that's about it. I'm over 7,000 miles on this bike and I'm super happy with it. It fits my riding style, right? I'm not like a hard enduro, big time single track guy. I like more 2-track, faster stuff, desert stuff, sand. Sand is my home. I'm happy with that. And for Baja, to me, it's a great Baja bike. But like I said, I'll put all the links in the description. You can get all this stuff at Moto. The best aftermarket solutions for the Honda 450 RL, for sure. Yeah, and if you need any help sourcing a Honda 450 RL, you just contact Moto. They can help you source one. If you want to source one and do a Honda build, Moto can do that for you. I'll put a phone number or email in the links in the description for that. And if you already have a Honda and you want Moto to add some parts to it and trick out a full build for you, that's also possible. So whether you're looking for a bike, have a new bike, or already have a bike and you're wanting to do some of these, do a Moto build, just links in the description. I'm pretty happy with it. I like it. I've had this 2 years. I'm super happy with it. Pretty stoked about it. And I like the setup that I have going. It's good for me. So you got any questions, comments, anything, concerns, like put them down below. I'll try to answer them. But yeah, that's my 22 Honda 450 RL Baja build for now. I am headed to Baja this week, so should be good, should be interesting. I don't know, I'm probably missing something, but anyway, yeah, you can find all these parts in the links in the description. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will catch you later.